Hey there, my friend. This is your weekly wisdom card draw from Running Your World, the companion wisdom card deck to my book, Running the World Marathon Memoirs from the Seven Continents. This is your time to pause, ground yourself in the moment, connect with your body and soul, reclaim the power you have to create your life in each moment, and commit or recommit to shining your light in the world. Before I draw our card, I want to invite you to just let yourself arrive in this moment. And that can be as simple, not always easy, but simple as just noticing your breath. Closing your eyes if that feels good, keeping them open if that feels better. Whatever feels better for you, whatever is most accessible for you right here and right now. Feel comfortable, feel free to do that. Just noticing the breath as it enters the body. Maybe you feel it at the nose or in the chest or in the stomach area. Just noticing whatever it's doing, not needing to change it or control it or fix it. Just letting it be whatever it is right now. Noticing that in-breath and noticing the out-breath. And wherever you notice it the most, just letting your attention rest there. Connecting with the breath is a really helpful way to connect with the present moment, because the breath is only ever here and now. And it will always bring you into the present. So as you continue to breathe and just notice and let yourself be right here, I'm going to bring the cards to my heart and ask to be guided to the message that most wants to be your inspiration for how you move through this day and move through the rest of the week. And setting that intention out there, I'm going to shuffle the cards. And you can just keep breathing, keep noticing, keep being right here. And if your mind wanders, don't worry, that's totally normal. Just notice it when it happens, because it's going to happen. And then just bring your attention back to the breath. Our minds love to wander off into the present, or to the future or the past, not so much the present. So just gently bringing it back whenever it wanders. Nothing wrong with it. That's totally normal. And our inspiration for today is perspective. Like it. Alrighty. So perspective. This is from the Great Wall of China. And after I read the message, I will show it to you again because, yes, there is a little bit of a visual thing going on with this one. So just notice what you see when you look at this card. All right, the message of perspective. What do you see when you look at this photo? At first glance, you may see an impenetrable wall. Shift your perspective just a little, and this wall becomes a navigable passage. Shifting perspective reveals that this is not a wall at all, but a series of steps. It may be a steep and challenging climb, but there's a way up and over. What seemingly impenetrable wall looms ahead in your life? What perspective shift would turn that wall into a series of small steps? You don't have to believe the new perspective. Just imagining a potential alternate viewpoint creates more space in your energy field. As more options and choices present themselves, you expand what's possible in your life. Don't wait until you fully believe. Start with one small step. What perspective can you shift today? Let that sink in. Just notice what's coming up for you. Any thoughts or feelings that arose when you heard that? Let's take note of them. Letting the message sink in for you and bring up whatever it's here to bring up for you today. And I'll show you again. So again, if you look at it kind of straight on, it does look like this is just a solid wall. But if you can, let's see how close I can hold it for you to still see it. If you can see a little bit, it is, if you imagine looking at it from the side, perhaps, these are steps. They are actually some steep, but actual real steps. So you don't have to scale the wall, you can actually climb the steps. So that metaphor, what is the thing in your life that might feel impassable or impossible, but actually could be broken down into a series of small steps that you could take one at a time? Not knowing what, the top one is, just kind of starting with the one that's down here and just looking right there, not worrying about what's up ahead. So let me pause there again. I'm going to read the message again. So you'll hear it again. Continue to allow whatever comes up for you to come up and spark a thought or spark an inspiration. Just let it sink in. My perspective. What do you see when you look at this photo? At first glance, you may see an impenetrable wall. Shift your perspective just a little, and this wall becomes a navigable passage. Shifting perspective reveals that this is not a wall at all, but a series of steps. It may be a steep and challenging climb, but there's a way up and over. What seemingly impenetrable wall looms ahead in your life? What perspective shift would turn that wall into a series of small steps? You don't have to believe the new perspective. Just imagining a potential alternate viewpoint creates more space in your energy field. As more options and choices present themselves, you expand what's possible in your life. Don't wait until you fully believe. Start with one small step. What perspective can you shift today? All right, my friend, take that in one more time. Letting it land. Letting yourself be present and witness whatever thoughts arise, whatever inspirations, whatever emotions. Just letting yourself be with whatever is present for you. So as you go through your day and the week ahead, look around you and see what those walls might be and how they can be actually broken down into small steps. What are those perspective shifts that make that possible, that make the impossible possible? One of my favorite quotes is that nothing is impossible. The very word says, I'm possible. Maybe that's your perspective shift for the week. And obviously whatever is coming up for you is here for you and here to serve you. So let yourself be wherever you are. Take those perspective shifts and run with them, or walk with them, or take one little tiny baby step up some stairs with them. Whatever works for you. Here's our card one more time. Have an amazing week. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.